Today, the angels guided me to deliver a message of revelations and profound mysteries about this person who entered your life in such an unexpected way, yet also brought an intensity that perhaps you have never felt before. There is something special that connects you, something that transcends the ordinary, that seems to be written in the stars, like a cosmic alignment that could not be avoided. However, the angels also revealed to me that between you there is a hidden challenge, an energy that has not yet been fully understood and that needs light so that you can move forward with clarity and truth. Destiny is a powerful word, and the angels want you to understand that none of what you feel is in vain. They have been monitoring every step, every emotion that this connection has stirred in your heart, every moment when you felt uneasy, confused, or even led to question whether this person should really be in your life. They want you to know that yes, this person was placed in your path for a greater purpose. But this path will not always be easy. There are profound lessons that both of you need to learn, and the angels are by your side to help you understand them. Since the first encounter, you may have felt an inexplicable attraction, something that seemed beyond reason, a feeling that could not simply be ignored. This type of connection, the angels tell me, is not common. It's not just anyone who touches us in this way, who awakens something that was hidden in our soul. There is, between you and this person, a powerful spiritual connection, but also complex. And this complexity is what makes everything even more intriguing, because despite the intensity, you have already noticed that there is resistance, an invisible wall that still prevents this love from flowing freely. The journey they have ahead is one of healing and discovery. The angels show that, as much as love is mutual, there are wounds from the past, deep fears that they both carry, which in a way, make total surrender difficult. These wounds may not have been caused by each other, but have been brought from other experiences, emotional scars that are being reopened so they both can face them and finally leave them behind. The angels want you to know that these difficulties, although painful, are opportunities for both to reach a greater understanding of true love. This person may seem, at times, distant or reluctant to show what they truly feel. Deep down, what the angels tell me is that they internally struggle against what they feel for you. This struggle is not easy because they do feel a strong attraction, but also a fear that paralyzes them. Fear of losing control, of surrendering to something they can't rationalize, of exposing vulnerabilities that perhaps they have never shown to anyone. The angels want you to know that this fear is a barrier that this person needs to face, and that no matter how difficult it is, this is the path both need to walk together. The intensity between them is like a flame, and this flame has the power to illuminate or consume. The angels whisper that, for you to fully live this relationship, it will be necessary to confront the shadows that this light projects. They want you to understand that true love is not just the meeting of two souls, but the journey of self-discovery and healing that each must go through to finally be able to unite in harmony. This relationship has come to challenge you, to provoke an inner transformation, and thus, allow you and this person to get to know each other in a way they never imagined. There is something about this person that makes them feel at home, a familiarity that cannot be explained, but that the angels tell me is linked to past experiences. They have met before, in another life, in different contexts. And that's why the bond is so intense and at the same time, full of challenges. There are pending lessons, things that were not completely resolved in the past and are now resurfacing so that they can finally understand, grow, and transcend together. This encounter is a second chance, an opportunity to do things differently, to heal what was left unfinished. The angels whisper that this person sees in you a light, a strength that they may not even know how to handle. This arouses in them a mixture of admiration and fear, a duality that makes them oscillate between the desire to be close and the impulse to move away. They see qualities in you that they have never found in anyone else, but they are also scared by the depth of what they feel. Destiny has brought you here, but now it is up to each of you to face your own insecurities, your own ghosts. This journey, the angels reveal to me, is a path of trust, where both need to believe that this connection was made for something much greater than either of you can imagine. Finally, the angels ask you to keep your heart open, but also firm in your boundaries. They know that this journey will not be easy, but assure that every challenge is worth it. This is a rare opportunity, an invitation to a love that transcends the barriers of time and space, a love that defies the ordinary and comes to transform you deeply. With each step, with each obstacle, the angels will be by your side, guiding and protecting, so that you have the necessary strength to move forward and live this experience with all the intensity it deserves. As your journey together continues to unfold, the angels reveal an even deeper layer of this connection. They want you to understand that the path of true love is not always filled with easy and light moments. Often, it requires courage to face parts of themselves that they may have kept silent. And the person with whom they share this bond has the power to awaken these parts, bringing forth emotions that have been hidden or that they thought they had overcome. This connection is like a mirror that reflects not only the most beautiful aspects, but also the wounds and challenges that still need healing. The angels want you to understand that the difficulties that arise between them are not a sign that love is impossible, but rather opportunities for both to grow and strengthen the bond. This person, just like them, carries deep scars in their history, emotional wounds that have accumulated over time. And involuntarily, these scars end up manifesting in actions, hesitations, and even in the unspoken words. There is a constant fear of repeating patterns, of reliving past pains, of opening their hearts and once again, feeling vulnerable and exposed. The angels see every detail of this story and want you to know that true love does not happen without resistance. Love, especially the one meant to transform, often leads us to confront our own fears and to challenge the barriers we have built to protect ourselves. And this is what is happening between them. This person they so deeply wish to understand carries, deep within, a profound desire to connect, to surrender, but also an intense fear of what that may mean. There is a duality between wanting and fearing, an oscillation that creates a tension that is not always easy to bear. This fear is not something they choose to feel. It is almost like a second nature, something rooted in their past experiences that makes them hesitate whenever they feel on the verge of giving in to what they feel for you. The angels say that this is a necessary process, a cycle of closeness and distance that serves for both of you to get to know each other in a more authentic and deep way. However, they also whisper that this cycle should not be a source of endless pain. Both need to be willing to find a way to balance what they feel with what they fear, and for that, mutual trust and patience are necessary. The angels reveal that this person sees something unique in you, something they have never found in anyone else. You awaken in them a feeling that is at the same time new and familiar, as if they were rediscovering a part of themselves that was asleep. And this sensation often leaves them without ground, without a solid foundation to lean on. It's as if everything they believed about love, relationships, and even themselves, is being questioned, redefined. This generates a whirlwind of emotions that are not always easy to understand, let alone express. Therefore, the angels ask you to have compassion. They know that, just like you, this person is learning, is in a process of self-discovery. They need to understand that true love does not demand perfection. It demands courage, surrender, and the willingness to accept the other in their entirety. And perhaps this is the greatest lesson both of you have to learn. To love without demanding that the other be what we idealize, but rather to accept and embrace the person in their true essence, with their strengths and also with their vulnerabilities. This person is slowly beginning to understand that this connection is not something they can control or define in rational terms. They perceive, even if still subtly, that the love they feel for you transcends any conventional definition. This love challenges them to step out of their comfort zone, to open up to possibilities they never imagined, to face fears they would rather ignore. And although it scares them, there is a flame within them, a growing desire to understand what you can build together if both have the courage to face these challenges hand in hand. The angels whisper that this person, even if they don't show it, is going through a healing process. Each encounter, each word exchanged between you, each shared silence is like a reminder that true love is possible but requires effort and determination. They are learning, even if slowly, that they need to trust, that they need to open their heart, even if it means risking getting hurt. And this is a journey that no one can make for them. You can be by their side, support them, but the decision to face their own fears is something only they can make. And, as they go through this process, the angels want you to take care of yourself as well. They know it's not easy to stand firm in the face of so many uncertainties, that your heart also has wounds that need attention, and that sometimes you feel a deep loneliness even when next to this person. But they ask you not to give up, to continue being the light that illuminates this path, not only for them but also for yourself. They want you to believe that, although this journey is challenging, it is building something much bigger, something that can bring true and lasting happiness. The angels ask you to remember that love is not something that is demanded, but something that is cultivated. Trust, respect, and understanding are the foundations that can sustain this relationship, even in the most difficult times. They need your support, your compassionate gaze, your embrace, but they also need to realize that love is a choice made every day, requiring dedication and courage. And this is a choice that you both must make together, respecting the time and space each needs to grow. They say the future of this relationship is in both of your hands, that every decision, every word, every gesture is an important piece in this puzzle. And although destiny has put you on the same path, it is up to you to choose how to tread this journey. The strength of this connection is undeniable, but it needs to be nurtured with honesty, transparency, and above all, with a sincere desire to build something that goes beyond insecurities and fears. The angels believe in both of you, believe that if you are both willing to face your own internal challenges, this relationship can become an endless source of love and mutual growth. The angels conclude this part of the message by asking you to keep your faith, to keep believing in the power of love and in the ability that both of you have to overcome obstacles. They are by your side, guiding each step, protecting and illuminating this path that, although difficult, can lead to a happiness that transcends any expectation. The journey is long, but if you remain united and committed, the angels ensure that destiny has something truly grand in store for both of you. The angels continue by their side, guiding them in this journey full of emotional nuances and twists. They want them to understand that the depth of the love this person feels for them is something rare but also fragile. This fragility is not a lack of feeling. On the contrary, it is the weight of such intense emotions that often scare and paralyze. This person finds in them a comfort they have never experienced before, a presence that touches something deep, beyond appearances and expectations. However, this intensity awakens a side of them that perhaps even they themselves do not fully know, bringing forth insecurities, fears, and doubts that need to be faced for this relationship to flourish. The angels want them to see this person with a compassionate gaze, without expectations or demands. They know how much they long for certainties, for a security that can calm their heart. But this person, although desiring to be by their side, is still in the process of understanding what it truly means to love someone with such dedication and transparency. It's as if they are trying to navigate uncharted waters, and every step they take towards them is accompanied by a mix of enthusiasm and apprehension. And the angels ask them to be patient, as this person needs time to find themselves, to discover that love can indeed be a safe place, and not a trap. The journey you are on is an opportunity for both of you to delve deeper into your own hearts. This love is a mirror that reflects all that you are, your lights and shadows, your strengths and vulnerabilities. The angels show that true love is often the one that challenges us to be better, that drives us to face our emotional barriers and teaches us that surrender is the only path to fulfillment. And this is what is happening between you. Every moment, every word, and every silence are part of a healing process, where both of you are allowing yourselves to see beyond the masks you usually wear to protect yourselves from the world. This person sees in you something they consider unattainable, a strength they are unsure if they possess within themselves. And this feeling for them is both fascinating and scary. They are unsure if they can live up to what they feel for you. They fear not being worthy of such an authentic love. This is one of the reasons why, at times, they seem distant or hesitant, as they are fighting an internal battle to allow themselves to believe that they deserve this happiness, that they deserve the chance to experience something true and profound. The angels say that this process of acceptance is painful but essential for them to, one day, open their heart without reservations. They want you to understand that, for that person, full surrender is something scary. In their inner self, there are wounds they fear reopening, memories of situations where trusting brought them suffering, where vulnerability was met with unkindness or even disdain. Therefore, they've built barriers, walls that keep them safe, but also prevent them from experiencing love in its fullness. These barriers, the angels tell me, were not erected against you, but are the result of painful experiences they have not fully overcome yet. And now, faced with a love like the one they feel for you, they are being called to break down those barriers, to confront the shadows of the past, and allow the light of the present to envelop them. The angels ask you to be kind to yourself during this process. They know how much this situation also stirs your own insecurities, your own fears. But they assure you that true love, the one guided by the divine, doesn't weaken in the face of difficulties. It grows, strengthens, and turns every obstacle into a learning opportunity. The love you both share is a gift, something rare and special, but like every gift, it requires care, patience, and a willingness to face the storms that arise along the way. They show that this person, even without realizing it, is being guided by the angels. They are by their side, touching their heart, helping them realize that to fully live love, courage is needed. Courage to let go of old defenses, to set aside fears that hold them back from moving forward, and finally, to surrender to something they know is real, even without knowing how to deal with it. The angels are also by your side, asking you to continue being the light that illuminates the path, to continue being that support, that firm and loving presence that comforts them so much. This person often finds themselves lost between the desire to be close and the impulse to pull away. It's an internal battle that unfolds silently, but that you can perceive through small signs, looks, hesitations. The angels say that this oscillation is not a weakness, but part of the healing process they are experiencing. They are slowly being confronted with parts of themselves they have always avoided, with pains they preferred to ignore, with vulnerabilities they never wanted to expose. And for them, this is an intense experience, a process of self-discovery that leads them to question everything they believe to know about love. The angels reveal that you have an essential role in this process. Your presence is an anchor, a base that helps them not to get lost amidst their own emotional storms. You are to them a reference of peace, of stability, of genuine affection. And although this scares them, at the same time it comforts them. It's as if they are beginning to understand that by their side, they can be themselves, without needing to hide the pains, without needing to pretend to be stronger than they really are. This love is an invitation for both to see each other authentically, to allow each other to be who they really are, without masks, without fears, without barriers. The angels ask you to continue nurturing this love with patience and understanding. They know it's not easy, that there are moments when the weight of uncertainty seems too heavy to bear. But they want you to know that each act of affection, each supportive gesture, each word of encouragement you offer this person, is like a seed that, slowly, sprouts in their heart, helping them believe that true love is possible. They need this strength, this light that you represent, so that one day, they can feel secure enough to also offer their love without reservations. This journey, the angels say, is a mutual learning experience. Not just for them, but also for you. Both are being called to grow, to strengthen themselves, to heal old wounds so that they can finally build something solid and lasting. And they remind us that love is, above all, an act of faith. Faith in what is felt, faith in what is being built, faith in what cannot yet be seen, but that somehow is already present in every glance, in every gesture, in every word. The angels conclude this message asking you to stay strong, to believe in the transformative power of this love. They assure you they are by your side, supporting and guiding each step, and that, at the end of this journey, you'll be rewarded for all the patience, all the affection, all the dedication. This love is special, it is rare, and if both are willing to face the challenges, it will also be eternal. As we progress on this journey of understanding and surrender, the angels reveal more about the challenges and blessings that this deep connection brings to both of your lives. They want you to know that true love is a transforming force that demands surrender, courage, and above all, patience. With each new step, with each discovery, this person with whom you share this special bond is faced with truths about themselves that they might prefer to avoid. The angels show me that, as much as they wish to be by your side, there is an internal resistance that still needs to be overcome, a deep fear of opening their heart and allowing themselves to be loved in their entirety. They feel often torn between what they feel for you and the old beliefs and fears they carry. These beliefs, often limiting, make them doubt their own ability to live a full and true love. They fear that by surrendering, they will lose a part of themselves or end up reliving past pains. This internal conflict prevents them from fully living the present, and although they wish to overcome these obstacles, they still need time to find the necessary strength to do so. The angels ask you to understand the silent battle unfolding within them and to trust in divine timing, as everyone has their own pace to grow and evolve. They want you to see beyond the uncertainties, to realize that this distance is not a lack of feeling, but rather a reflection of the fears they still need to face. This love, so intense and true, makes them feel vulnerable in a way they have never experienced before. And this vulnerability, which for you represents an invitation to surrender, for them is uncharted territory, something that requires deep trust, something that makes them question if they are really capable of opening up to such a powerful feeling. The angels whisper that, although fear still has a place in their heart, the love they feel for you grows each day, even if it cannot yet be shown in the way you desire. At each new encounter, the angels reveal that they are being led into a healing process, a process that requires patience and understanding from both sides. They are being challenged to leave behind old pains, resentments that still weigh heavy on their heart, past experiences that left deep marks. These marks made them believe that love always comes with pain, with loss, and therefore, they protect themselves. But now, facing a love like the one they feel for you, they are beginning to realize that perhaps it might be possible to live something different, something lighter, more authentic. This awakening, although slow, is the first step for them to finally open their heart and allow themselves to be happy. The angels ask you to trust in the power of this love and that, even in the moments of greatest uncertainty, remember that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. They want you to understand that this relationship is an invitation for both of you to face your own fears, so that both can find the necessary strength to surrender body and soul. This person, although still struggling to express their feelings, knows that you are different, knows that there is something unique in your presence, something that awakens in them the desire to be a better version of themselves. They gradually realize that true love is not a prison, but a liberation. The angels show that this person has been pondering over every word, every gesture, every moment shared with you, and that these memories comfort them but also challenge them. They feel a peace by your side that they have never experienced before, but this peace also scares them, as it is something new, something they still don't know how to handle. And as much as they desire to be close, they still find themselves trapped in old beliefs that make them doubt if they deserve this love, if they are really capable of building such a sincere and authentic relationship. The angels show that this person, even without realizing it, is being guided by them to face these doubts, to free themselves from the fears that prevent them from fully living love. They are working behind the scenes, illuminating their heart, touching their deepest emotions so that they can gradually realize that love is not something to be feared, but rather something to be embraced. And they ask you to continue to be this welcoming presence, this guiding light even in the moments of greatest darkness. Your patience and understanding are essential for them to feel secure and gradually, to muster the courage to break down the barriers they have built around their heart. The angels reveal that this journey is not only about the love between you, but also about individual growth. This relationship is an opportunity for both of you to rediscover yourselves, to heal old wounds, and finally allow yourselves to live a love that goes beyond limitations and insecurities. They show that every step, every challenge, every achievement is part of a bigger plan, a plan that aims to bring about a profound transformation in both of your lives. You are being called to grow together, to strengthen each other, to build a relationship based on trust, respect, and truth. And as this person goes through this process of self-discovery and healing, the angels ask that you also look within yourself. They know that this situation is not easy, that the weight of waiting can be painful, that moments of doubt can shake your confidence. But they want you to know that you are being prepared for something greater, that every challenge you face now is preparation so that when the time is right, you'll be ready to live this love to its fullest. They ask you to keep your faith, to continue believing in the power of love, and to trust that divine timing is working in your favor. Finally, the angels want you to know that this person, even if they are not yet ready to fully open up, has already begun to realize the positive impact you have on their life. They feel that by their side, they are able to face their own fears, to confront their own shadows, and ultimately, to break free from the shackles that bind them to the past. And although the path is long, the angels assure that every moment of waiting, every word of affection, every supportive gesture you offer to them is a seed that germinates and grows in their heart, helping them to believe that true love is possible. The angels ask you to stay strong, not to give up, to believe in the transformative power of this love. They know that this journey requires patience, that often the weight of uncertainty seems too heavy to bear. But they assure that if you trust, if you persevere, destiny will bring rewards beyond what you can imagine. This person is undergoing a healing process, a process that requires time and dedication, but in the end, it may result in a love that transcends all barriers. As the angels continue to guide you on this path, they want you to understand that the time has come to fully trust what is to come. They know that the weight of waiting and uncertainties may have tested your patience, but they guarantee that nothing you have experienced so far has been in vain. Every tear, every smile, every word spoken, and every silence were part of a transformation process. And today they bring a final message, a revelation that can forever change the way you see this relationship and, above all, what is destined for the future of both. The angels ask you to look at that person with eyes of compassion, but also with the strength of someone who knows their own worth. They want you to understand that true love does not demand sacrifices that undermine the essence of who we are, but rather challenges that encourage us to grow. They, no matter how much you love them, need to find their own way to you, need to make their choices, and above all, need to want to be by your side wholeheartedly. And you, at this moment, are called to take a stand, to stand firm in what you believe, without allowing uncertainties to shake your confidence in what you deserve. The angels show that the next phase of this relationship will bring significant changes, but it is up to you to decide if you are willing to move forward. This journey has been one of learning, patience, and surrender, but now you are invited to look within yourself and ask what you really desire. Are you ready to receive the love you have always dreamed of, without the barriers and fears that this person still carries? Or is there within you a new path, a new possibility that the angels wish to reveal? They whisper that the strength of this love is great, but it needs a solid foundation to flourish. The angels ask you to be honest with yourself, to recognize your needs, your limits, and above all, not to settle for less than you deserve. This relationship can indeed be a source of great happiness and fulfillment, but only if both are willing to walk this path with truth, dedication, and mutual surrender. The angels want you to understand that true love is not a quest, but a construction, something that is nurtured every day, with every gesture, with every word. This person is in a healing process, but the angels ask you not to place all their happiness in their hands. They know how much you desire to see this relationship flourish, how much their heart has surrendered to this connection, but they also want you to remember that their worth does not depend on anyone's love or acceptance. You are an enlightened soul, strong, capable of living fully, regardless of others' choices. This is a truth the angels want you to carry with you, as it will be the pillar that sustains your heart, not matter what happens. The angels ask you to look towards the future with hope, but also with wisdom. They want you to know that destiny will bring you what is truly yours, what is aligned with the highest purpose of your soul. If this person is part of that destiny, they will find their way to you, and you can build together a relationship based on respect and unconditional love. But if destiny has other plans, the angels assure you that you will be guided towards something even greater, something that will bring you the peace and happiness you deserve. This journey has been marked by many moments of introspection, waiting, doubts, but now it's time to release, to allow the universe to do its work, to let the higher forces guide your path. The angels whisper that true love is never lost, that it finds its place one way or another, and that what is genuine always prevails, even if the path is uncertain. They ask you to trust, to believe that, whatever the outcome, you are being led exactly where you need to be. What angels most wish for you to understand is that this journey was not in vain, that each experience was part of a greater learning. They know how much they dedicated their heart, how willing they were to face each obstacle, each uncertainty. And they want you to know that all this love, all this devotion, will be rewarded, in one way or another. This is the destiny of hearts that love sincerely, of hearts that, even in the face of difficulties, choose the path of light and truth. The angels conclude this message with a promise. They want you to know that if you choose to keep your heart open, if you continue to believe in the power of true love, the universe will bring to you what is rightfully yours. They will be by your side, guiding each step, illuminating each decision, and protecting your heart from any unnecessary pain. They ask you to look to the future with hope, to keep faith in what is to come, and to trust that each challenge, each weight, each tear, was part of a process of refinement, a process that prepared you to receive the happiness that the universe has reserved for you. Thus, with love and dedication, this journey will come to an end, not as a conclusion, but as the beginning of a new phase, where you will find the peace and love you have always sought. The angels ask that you believe in this, that you keep your trust intact, because, at the right moment, everything that is destined for you will find its way. Now that you have gone through every line of this message from the angels and felt the weight of each revelation, I want you to take a deep breath and allow these words to settle in your heart. They have come this far for a reason, drawn by a call from the universe, and this is much greater than any simple curiosity. The angels have revealed to me that they are at a pivotal moment in their journey, and to keep this connection with the messages from the universe alive, they need to take the next step, a step that reinforces their commitment to their own happiness, to their growth, to everything that they deserve. Imagine the power of a life where, with every message, you feel guided, protected, and strengthened. Where each click on the registration button symbolizes the opening to a new flow of divine energy in your life. By signing up, you will be affirming to the universe that you are ready to receive and accept all that is rightfully yours. That you are prepared for the blessings, for the love, and for the answers that the angels have reserved exclusively for you. Now, without overthinking it, follow your instinct, your heart, and click on the registration button. Imagine that, with this simple gesture, you are opening a door for the angels to continue guiding each step of your journey. This is not just a choice, it is a direct call that the angels are sending you, a sign that you are on the right path. Do not hesitate. Allow yourself to be guided, feel the embrace of this energy, and strengthen your connection with the divine. Click on Sign Up and write in the comments, "I accept the blessings that the universe has for me." Let this sentence resonate in your soul. Let each word vibrate with the energy of the universe, affirming your commitment to love, to light, and to the truth you seek. The angels will be by your side, accompanying each step, ready to bring more messages, more love, and more revelations that will transform your life. Now is their moment. Sign up and open up to the most powerful journey that the universe can offer them. And remember, with each message, they connect even more with their essence, with their truth, with everything that they are and have always been destined to be. We conclude this journey for today, but there is much more to be revealed, much more that the angels want to share. Click on Sign Up and be welcomed into a community where you are always guided by light and love. May their life be transformed by everything that the universe has to offer.